anyone that gets their white label set up to the point where you can take payments, we're making it apps and GoHighLevel for you for a period of time. It's not going to be forever. I mean, I'm not charging anyone to do this. So we're trying to get everyone to take care of an industry that they're an expert in, like lead surge we were just talking about. Hers is on par, working great. So I have to redo the picture. Obviously, I messed up with the logo, but really that's what we're doing for everyone we can. I have Tim in here. He's getting his Stripe approved right now for gutterleads.com because he was a beast in gutters. He understands the market. He understands what people are looking for, and he understands how to sell to people who are actually installing the gutters, but also, know how to do the sales themselves. They're a one-man shop, two-man shop, but they're able to do the full thing. So he's able to work with them. And it's very interesting. I would never sell leads at this price, right? 10 cents each is a lot, but obviously I sell more to wholesalers. So I'm not used to talking with people willing to pay 10 cents. And that's why this works. He's paying $500 a month for gutters and gutters. So he broke it into two different things. It's basically the same thing. People are going to ask what's the difference between gutter data and gutter filter leads. And, he has an easier way to sell it in the words and the way that he chooses to. Now that $500 he spends, he's able to sell over and over and over again. As long as no one in his ecosystem downloads more than 5,000 records a minute, he has no problem. In the nerdiest of sense, it's like a quantum wave. Like you can't let the two waves get over 5,000 records a minute. If you do that, then your system's going to shut down, give you a blue screen of death, and tell you literally you're going to break your system. Like it's set up with no restrictions when we do it for the purpose of you're going to run a better business if you understand. And like that's just the basis of it. If you don't understand why things happen, it's like not being able to calculate your cost of flying a plane. If you don't know what the fuel costs, how do you make money? It's the same type of thing. You have to understand that because the data speed is the fuel. The data is not the fuel. It's the speed of the data transfer. That's where all the costs are incurred.
If you're starting to put so much pressure on the system that you're having these problems, you're going to know, and we're going to let you know, and we're all going to have a conversation and figure out a solution. But also, this is the mad genius and the elegance of what Brian has built and solved here is that there is this sort of balance and application now of just how do we now help as many people as we can leverage this system and maximize this opportunity. We work together with list limits and things like that, basic communication. And my hope is that every white label gets so many clients that they just want to stand in their own hosted environment. And then they can play around with their own plans and different things for their clients and kind of reset the clock and take what they've built, bring that cost down and scale it even bigger. That's the perfect world. For now, I think it's pretty clear, it's pretty simple, and it's literally just about managing how many people you have logging on at one time, downloading data from the system.
Yeah, and I'll jump into this where any of the white labels have the ability to actually subdivide the list that's created. So that's where you'll see this find your audience section. This is going to be pre-built sections created so then your user doesn't have to keep filtering the same thing over and over and over again. So first common use case, zip codes. A lot of people have different ways they want to look up a city, but I know if I looked up West Palm Beach, Florida, I'd leave out Haverhill, Florida, which is West Palm Beach. It's just a little subdivision town. So what I preferably do is do it by postal code. If you have a little area, cities or states or postal codes you want to be in, you can pre-filter it for your user. So we'll pre-filter Florida. So now we're in the gutter database. We'll call it Florida. Gutter installation interest. And again, I'm trying to name it a bit more detailed because of that whole new dashboard 3. You are able to pre-build the data section for a user in your white label. So let's say Tim has someone that comes in. They don't want to have to search Florida every time, and they don't want to have to search homeowner. They don't want to put all these filters and income range. Let's just say that's the case. You could come in advance and actually pre-save it. So if your guy does a lot of emailing, you can make sure everything has an email by flipping that switch. And if you want to make sure everything has a skip trace wireless, and I've gone over that a lot, and if there's any questions, just ask. But the skip trace wireless performs the best. So we can flip this, and now every record will have a skip trace wireless. And when we pre-save it, when we create the list, the user now that you have, you just really easily help them out. It would pre-build this list that was already there. But now the users won't have to actually go filter Florida and all those things. They have it pre-built here. I'm going to buy save list, test, type in 100, buy save, and it'll now email out to the email that you have on file.
Yes, I came in a little late. I wanted to know how to get a targeted audience. Like I do ACA insurance. I wanted to find out how can I get that particularly.
You would go to the pricing page, and if you only wanted one specific intent, you would just pick this one. and check out for the $4.99. And after you check out, you're going to get a pop-up that will take you to the support tickets. And in here, you can just type in the type of leads you want. So what is it that you do specifically? ACA. So then after you do this, it submits to us, and then it creates that fulfillment request. So it takes about 24 hours after you submit that message for you to be able to download it.